play when I went to visit my sister in Florida a couple of years ago, and I loved it, but I haven't played it since.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got to have a little bit of time. So,
Yep.
yep, you'll get there.
Yeah, definitely.
They have a very robust program here in the villages of instruction. So there's a lot of free beginning classes to take and beginning play. And then there's some drills that you can take, and then more clinics on strategy and full court and stuff like that. So I have just completed my training for it to be a beginner instruction.
Nice.
And I've taught a few classes. So it's really fun. Just great fun.
Yeah, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard nothing but good things about the villages. Is it the village or villages?
Plural, village plurals, villages. And there are, let's see, where to begin? There's like a population of 125,000 maybe, and it'll probably get another 40,000 in the next 10 years. We have 50 some rec centers, 60 pools, 93 pools, 58 golf courses.
Wow. That's awesome.
It's it's anything you have an interest in, they've got a club or a group or facility for it. It's pretty cool.
Sweet.
Gene, do you ever run across Jack Gaza, former principal of Schaumburg High School, living down there?
No, I've not met Jack Gaza. You know what? And I've never met him. I don't know who he is.
He's supposed to be one of the directors at one of the recreation centers or something, which really kind of amuses me. Plus, he said when he was the athletic director, he couldn't understand why people like to chase that little white ball. And I understand he's playing now every single day and running tournaments and things down there. So it's kind of interesting.
And he's the former AD at Schaumburg?
No, he's the former principal.
Oh, principal. Okay.
Yes. He was principal when you were in the Park District, director of the Park District. And
I'm surprised I don't remember that name. Cool.
Gaza.
All right. I'll keep my ears open.
Yeah. Well, if you do, just tell him I said hello.
I will.
I know that
Absolutely.
I know that he's not wearing his top piece anymore, so he's somewhat like me, a little bit of
all right,
little less hair.
I'll keep that in mind. Is he about your age, John?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He's very young. He's 60.
I'll keep that in mind.
I just turned 78, so yep.
Did you? Well, happy birthday.
Yep,
you don't look it.
I'm very good. My son Scott is getting married the 22nd of January. I'm very happy. I'm going out to Newport Beach. So I'll be out there for about a week with my daughter Kristen, attending to the wedding, and I'll go back later on probably in June to see him. I want to hang out there because of COVID.
Yeah, right. Cool. Well, have a nice wedding. That sounds fun.
I sure hope it's going to be fun. It's in Newport Beach. It's the house he rents is right there on the ocean, and it should be very nice.
Nice.
Very happy, very happy for him.
Good. You don't get to see your grandkids very much then, do you?
Ashley is here. She's 21 years of age now. Ashley is going to be a senior next semester at Agnes Scott College. She's the goalie on the women's soccer team down there. She's been there now for years playing.
Nice.
And she's doing very well. She's going to visit the University of Washington. Going to law. And then my grandson Cole is one of the national champions of BMX racing. In fact, they're down there in Florida.
I'm going to ask the people online to get in.
There's a national BMX competition. He's now ranked second in the nation in 15-year-old expert and also a cruiser class, which is a larger size bike. So it's good.
Wow.
Yeah, Kristen's right here in Elgin, so I see her all the time. She's taking good care of me, and everything's fine. Living large.
Every line.
Just like we planned.
Cool. Hey, now
I'm happy you're down there and you're having an
been
absolutely
up
excellent.
to.
That's awesome.
If I could ask,
That's awesome. You deserve it. You did a great job when you were up here, dear.
Thanks, John. I think Tom's going to start the meeting now.
Let's go.
Cannot hear you, Tom.
Jean, you have to click unmute in
I
order to,
am unmuted.
oh,
Can you hear Tom?
oh, no, I cannot hear Tom. Tom, we can't hear you. Hi, Jean.
Hey, Ollie.
all right, here we go. Now you guys can hear me?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I'm going to ask the online people to mute yourselves.
Why?
Yeah, because it's really loud in here. We are connected to the loudspeaker here. So we are going to begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. If I can ask Jean to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the
To
flag
the flag, United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey, Tom. Tom, we can't hear you.
Hi, Holly.
Hey, Marina, how are you?
Good, Sandy.
All right, guys. Online,
Okay.
let's stay muted online, everybody. We're trying to do our best here. Thank you for everybody's patience. It's our first time trying to do this all at one time, so we're good. Jack Lucas is standing right in front of me. Thank goodness. Why don't you come up closer? This is the microphone for online, this little phone here. So we'll try to project ourselves and let's have our invocation.
Think of our heads. Dear God, give thanks for this day, as cold as it is. And we ask a blessing on the visitors that are with us today. We ask a blessing on Rotarians here and around the world and the projects that they're involved with. Bless this food and this meeting to our youth. We ask this in your name. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. There we go. Please take your seats.
Terry, pass those melted cheese apricot.
Okay, so for those of you online, try to stay muted until it's, I may call on you or something like that. We basically have the Brady Bunch screen of you guys on in here so we can see you. So when you pick your nose and things like that, you'll be seen. And then I will actually probably start with the online visitor, right? Just one visitor. And then we'll do the the guests in the room, and we'll try to run this meeting as seamlessly as possible. So thank you very much for your patience and helpfulness. Okay. Give me a thumbs up on the screen if you guys can hear me okay. We're good. Excellent. All right, everybody that's here, welcome to the first meeting of the new year, the second half of the reign of terror of the presidency here. It does not look like our presenter is here. So for now, we're planning on probably a club assembly just to see how everybody's holidays went. Unless, of course, the presenter comes and then we'll adjust everything accordingly. So I do want to welcome guests, and I will actually start online. I see Marina, who is of the Carol Stream Club. For now, just say your name and then you can promote your club's thing a little bit later. Say hi, Marina.
Hi, Marina. And hi, everybody. Marina Mattingly from the Carol Stream Club. And I'm going to be zooming out real quick to bop over to Wheeling, but I'll be right back to you guys.
Are you sure? Then if you want, you can promote now.
Oh, if that's okay.
Sure, I'm very flexible.
Thank you, guys.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I did send Tom the information.
Well, I just muted you accidentally. I hit the wrong button. Go ahead and unmute yourself. I didn't mean to do that, even though Alan Gabe told me to mute you.
I knew that would come from Alan. It's okay. My question to all of you is does anybody golf? If you are a golfer, do you know what Medina course number 3 means?
Ooh.
Yes. So a very generous donor, because our scholarship fund had run dry, has donated Medina course number 3. So we're doing an ultimate golf raffle. 40 different golf courses will be offered. Medina is prize number 1. Prize number 2 is actually my favorite. It's Lake Carroll Golf Course. And since it's so far away, the donor generously donated his private lake house as an overnight and stay with your golf. So we are only selling 400 tickets. We've started selling. And my ask is that even if you don't golf, please just think about a friend, a coworker, a family member, somebody at church, a neighbor. If they golf, just offer this opportunity to them, because Medina course number 3 is not something that you see every day in your silent auctions or every day in your raffles. In fact, it's extremely rare. So that's my ask, and it's for the kiddos. And go Rotary. Thanks, guys.
And then for those of you who don't know, Marina has been active in Rotary for many years in the district. And the Carol Stream Club does buy classic tickets. And I know Alan is actively working on, and if you haven't gotten your email yet, Marina, he will be sending it to you today to do your tickets for this year. So put the link in the chat if you haven't already. And then I will we'll post the link. I'll send it to everybody through Club Runner on that one. Thanks, Marina.
Thanks, guys. Happy New Year.
Very cool. All right. So now let's welcome guests around our room. Make sure nobody's there. Good. So the Bad Boys table's got a couple of newer members. They're getting them in while they're young. I know it's not the Bad Boy unless they got something in the bat that get it all, but it's still kind of fun to say. But all happy, smiling, happy Rotarians. The table in front of me, smiling-ish, and a wounded Rotarian over there. I heard he had this terrible accident in a horrible swimming, just lazy river. Is that what I heard?
It's Extreme Ride Lazy River.
Extreme Ride Lazy River. Unreal. And then the back table over there. Anastasia, would you like to welcome your guests?
Yes.
Return and guess.
Return. Hi, Paul Nemec. Was here, I think, a couple weeks ago, last year. I was here last year. And glad to be back.
Good. That was Paul, who was here a couple weeks ago. And Alan, if you want to introduce your guest.
My guest is Lorraine Julio, who is the owner of Salon Lorraine. She always donates something to the side auction. She's going to give us an announcement.
Actually, why don't we do that now? While you're standing, we did it for Marina. Come on up here and you'll give us your announcement.
I just want to thank Alan for inviting me out today. I'm owner of Salon Lorraine for 23 years, and I've always been donating to your group for your silent auctions, so I'm very familiar with all of you. And I serve on the Palatine Chamber for probably 6 years and the College of Chicago, the board of directors for 10 years now. And so I do a lot of paying it forward, getting back. And a separate thing we do is for the women of Jesse Brown Veterans Hospital. They are women who are in need. A lot of them go into the service because they're homeless, and they come out and they're homeless again. So they asked us to kind of help them, give them a start. So we came up with a diaper bag fill. So we buy diaper bags and we raise money to fill them with everything for the first year. It's turned into a pretty large basket of items now. So we aim for 40 of them every year. So we're trying to raise $10,000. We're up to about 5,000 right now, and we have another month to go. So it includes everything with rattles and onesies, and we get probably 50 or 60 handmade blankets. So they really get a beautiful welcome for their newborns. Everything's brand new. I buy everything. There's no administrative fees. I don't take any cut. We just do it all for the veterans, and we just pay everything forward. So we appreciate your help. It says it expired in December, but the shower's not gonna be till April. So we're gonna keep raising funds for that. I left this at the front table. My card, if you have any questions. And then there's also, if you want to do, there's Venmo, or you can write a check to Cat, of course, and Lorraine, and I can collect those. But I also have, we partnered with CADF, which is a 501c3 as well. So you can have a tax write-off if you're looking for anything for last year to carry over. Anyone have any questions? Is that brief enough? Any questions at all? Can I say one thing? Diane Ahrens, somebody in here helped her set up an LLC. She's does the women's auxiliary, and she's in charge of all of them now. So she's been co-hosting. So we're growing. So now we're including Hines Hospital and other local VA hospitals for women. So it's for all the women's units, because the men and women get the same money from the state. They don't differentiate who's having a baby and not, even though it takes two to tango. The women don't have the funds. So we're trying to fill that void, and we're the only ones that help them. So they really are very appreciative of our efforts, and we're really growing. So I'm hoping for some help. Thank you.
Okay, and we've got just some exciting things happening with the Classic. If you remember from the last meeting, we do have Natalie Martinez as our host. We're going to start getting some promos from her, as well as really starting to push for the Classic. We have ticket collection over there every week if you're bringing it in person. If you can always send the link online. And if somebody does go there online, they'll recognize that there is a fee for the processing. So they might contact you and say, I don't want to pay the fee, send a check. On the bottom of the ticket is the PO box. Just make sure that they put your name on it so you get credit, and just have them send it in. You don't have to do the running around. Do you want anything else with the Classic? You want to promote some prizes and things coming up?
I'll say, I did.
Maybe come on up so that we can all, yeah. That's one of the things, if we're going to do hybrid, we're going to have to try to do as much as we can from the podium, or talk really, really loud for the folks online.
Okay, Linda had asked me if I would secure Brian Burke's condo again, which I did talk to him this morning, and he's good with that. And I talked to Ralph Jewelers, and they will again give us a piece of jewelry. So, yes.
So the contributions.
Tom, I have a question.
Go ahead, Holly.
Can you tilt the camera down a little bit? Because I'm 90% of the screen that I'm looking at is ceiling. Can you tilt the screen down, the camera?
Okay, go ahead.
No, you. Yeah.
Amy, go ahead.
Most important, can you?
I know. We're good. Go ahead.
Okay.
Anyway. So the gifts are pouring in. I just got this from our friend Ed. So it's a membership.
Can't hear you, Bob.
Right. Can you hear me now? Alan, can you hear me now? Yes. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. So Ed donated a beautiful gift membership club to Moretti's Wine Club. Okay. Great piece. Barry and Marilyn donated a very pretty 4-pack of some serious wine, high value wine. And then some creative things came about. Rosemary just said, well, if anybody contributes a free trip to Nashville, Alan, can you hear me now? That if she would contribute a gift certificate to that's good at 7 different restaurants in Nashville. And Gail's and Gail suggested that we possibly have another mayor for the day from Hoffman Estates. That you would actually be the mayor for the day. You would follow it around. So I think that'd be a fun deal. So anyway, so we're on our way, and we've got some cash contributions, and I think that's it. Unless, oh, wait a minute. I think Alan decided that he was going to send in a check for $10,000. Let that be the start of a nice
It's supposed to be collected today and find it.
He actually did. But anyway, so that's it for now, but keep it coming. Thank you.
Yeah. So yesterday I got to talk to Lauren Trimble, and he had taken that day with the mayor, and he said that was just a wonderful deal. The mayor took him and showed him the police department, the fire department. Really had a good time. Went out to lunch with some trustees and that. So that day with the mayor was a well worthwhile adventure. Also, we're going to have a 12-piece orchestra at dinner that evening, and it's just going to be fabulous. So talk to your friends about coming. Our protocol will be whatever the state, allows at that time as far as masks and vaccinations go. Mostly it's going to be vaccinations. Must have vaccinations to get in. Marriott's going to check those at the door. So it seems to be what's going on right now, and that's just what it is. If it changes, then we'll change.
Hello, everybody. Your Public Image Committee, which is Pat Grunwald and me, we are looking into offering some spirit wear for purchase, probably within the next couple of weeks. But before we go ahead and spin our wheels, we thought we'd find out just what kind of apparel you people are interested in purchasing. So on your tables is a sheet, and you can vote for what kind of apparel you'd like us to be able to explore. And I also sent emails out, so if you've already responded to me via email, then that's okay. We're gonna select true to size items, and we're also gonna get samples, so people can try it item on before they order a particular item in a particular size. So hopefully we won't have some of the issues that we've had in the past. Thanks.
So the other day I was here, imagine that. And Bob Whitehead from Chandler's here handed me a copy of this letter that they received from one of the veterans that received a meal from us when we were handing them out with the trickster. So I'd like to read this letter from them. My wife and I just finished one of the best takeout meals we have ever had. The words thank you do not begin to tell you my feelings. It is so nice to be remembered in this way. On behalf of all veterans, thank you. And it's signed Gordon Stanley. He's 92 years old and he's a Korean War vet.
In the social committee, Wes Crockett has offered his home for a Super Bowl party. So the details will come out as soon as he gives them to me, and it will be on Super Bowl day. So look forward to that. We'll put it out on Club Run in a sign-up sheet.
The Lions. Yeah, the Bears and the Lions, it's the toilet bowl this year. All right. So that actually leads into some other public image information. We are on Instagram. That's going to be a slow process because we're still learning how to do that. We're a bunch of old people. But luckily, Anastasia is helping us out with it. She set it up and we'll go from there. So if you're on Instagram, you can follow us there. I'm sure it's very easy to look us up. It looks like I lost most of the people in this room.
Thank you, Anastasia.
Yes, thank you. Let's give her a big round of applause. Thank you very much. We just had some global grants kind of go through, so we're pretty excited about that. And we are also excited that the District 6440 Vocational Scholarship Program is ready to go. And all of our scholarships are updated on the website. So if you know of any high schoolers that are going to four-year universities or vocational trade school or things like that, they can go to this to the scholarship area of our website. They can download the application and do the whole process. I believe it needs to be in by the middle of March, and then the committees will meet and review them all, and we'll have our luncheon at the beginning of May celebrating the scholarship award winners at that time. So keep that in mind if you know of anybody. That's it. But if they have to live in either Hoffman Estates or Schaumburg, which is Schaumburg, Conant, Hoffman Estates High School, and the little bitty part of Frem that's down at the bottom, that's Hoffman Estates, they're allowed to be part of it as well.
Rolling Meadows.
No, they have to live in Schaumburg or Hoffman Estates. What else we got going on? Do I need to promote the January fellowship, or has that been all? Is everybody?
Hey, Tom, it's Schaumburg Township, not just Schaumburg Hoffman Estates. So there are pieces of Schaumburg Township that are outside, which is part of Roselle.
I've seen, that's what's wonderful. You know, when you become president of this club, there are so many presidents that are here that will help make sure that you know exactly what you're doing. By the time you're done being president, then you get to be the one that corrects other people that are up here. I love it. This is awesome. I can't wait. I got 6 months to go before I can correct Brian.
Don Miner is not a past president.
I know, but he seems like it. He's got that same past president attitude. Anyway, I stand corrected. It's Schaumburg Township, and whatever Don just said. And those of you online, you missed it. Sorry. Go ahead, Holly.
Just a quick word about our January fellowship. We have gotten word that we are a go. The Too Hot to Handle production will take place. We have exactly the amount of people to fill the bus precisely. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we're looking forward to that. That's why Bruce and I are both remote, trying to stay healthy, save the voice, not get COVID, all that.
Very cool. Thank you. So I think this is working. Like I stumbled out of the gate a little bit, but I think this hybrid thing is working decently. I just know that I can't show the screen, the PowerPoint at the same time, so that's all right. The last public image thing, we have trifold brochures that were printed, and we will have them available next week. It is brochures for membership, or at least to hand people to try to have them come to our meeting. And Pat and the team has done a really nice job organizing that, and they will be around next week. We have our regular stuff. Who is happy today? Happy dollars. Woohoo! Happy? Go ahead, Linda. Linda, you get to go first and collect.
Oh, that's great. I'm paying mine online, but I'm $5 happy because our pajama drive has concluded, and for Willow Creek Care Center, we busted our last year's record of 198 and collected 338 pairs of new pajamas for the kids at the care center.
Oh.
Some of you may know Mimi fell down and broke her back. Just cracked a vertebrae, so you got over it.
Who did?
Mimi did. Well, I guess that answers the question. I'm putting in the chat.
Where was that? Happened in the bedroom.
All right.
Use your imagination.
No, thank you. Gene, remember to project, everybody. We've got a little microphone over here.
I have $2 for Alan's beautiful sweater that he's wearing today. And then I have $2 for our pajama drive. That was awesome. We did really well in the pajama drive. And then I have $2 for Alan's contribution of $10,000.
Cool. Daryl?
I'd like to announce the coming to this earth of Cole Thompson, who is my grandson, and he is a Christmas Day baby.
Oh.
So my daughter was really torn because you probably shouldn't have a name Cole. But anyway, I have $20 for that.
Christmas Day baby named Cole. So that's good. That's good. Anyone else inside the room? Yeah, Tim. Oh, no, I'm doing the room first, and then I'll go online.
Okay, thanks.
I have $5 happy. I'll pay it online. Okay. But I did break my arm on the extreme ride, the lazy river in the Dells. I only dislocated my shoulder.
Oh, wow. Cool. Anyone else we got Terry Park here in the front.
I'm very happy that Alan's donating $10,000.
Very good. And anyone else here in the room happy today? All right, let's go ahead and open it up online. I see Eileen had something that she wanted to do. Go ahead, Eileen.
Hi, buddy. Couple of quick things for happy dollars for me. $5 happy for the incredible effort that the entire club put out in the fourth quarter for all the wonderful community projects we did. I mean, the list is huge and the good is amazing. So thank you to everybody in the club, not just the committee. This is a whole club effort. And also $2 happy because Gene Schlinkman, I think you need to take a look at how your name is appearing on the screen. I don't think your name is mean. I think it's Gene. So I spotted that and I thought I'd give you $2 happy for it, Gene.
Go ahead, Gene. Tell the quick story.
Yeah, so Mean is my nickname, Mean Gene. I'll tell you in person when I see you next why. So thank you though, Eileen. I appreciate the friendly tell.
And you see, I would argue that point, but we'll do that in person. So it's good to at least say hi to everybody. And I'm a little bit out of action. I tore a meniscus in my right knee, but it's on the mend. So hopefully no surgery. Love you guys. Hope to see you soon.
Thank you, Eileen. Do we clap that? Good job. All right. Very cool. Anyone else online have announcements or anything?
Well, I'll do an announcement.
Next Friday, the International Service Committee of our club is going to be meeting before our lunch meeting at 11:30. So I'll be sending out a reminder. But I think we have a good group of people, some new Rotarians, some veterans, and looking forward to it. Seeing how we want to share our wealth and benefit of those abroad. So thanks, and I'm dying to hear the backstory on Mean Gene. Thanks.
All right, very good. Any other happy dollars or announcements online? No, all right, let's see if I can do this. I'd like to do the share the screen. No, yeah, share. And then bring this up. How'd I do? Is it up? Very cool. All right, it's not huge, but let's no comments. Let's see if we can give it a spin. Might be a little off. All right, Bonnie McCullough, very cool. Just a little side note, while we're choosing the lowest number available on the board,
Which is number 31.
which is number 31. There were so many people that signed up for this raffle. It was great. You guys all pretty much got caught up. I know we had to cancel your subscriptions and start them up again. Most of you guys are back up and running. We got some new subscribers that are doing it every week. I want to tell all of you that if Bonnie wins this, she only had 2 entries in this whole thing of 450, and her name comes up. Only 2, compared to some of you that had 400.
10 of hearts.
But she didn't win. All right, well, it shared the screen that time fine, but so we did that. You know what? We don't have the speaker, so why don't we enjoy our meal, see how everything went with your holidays, and then we'll come back with our fabulous, fun and friendly-ish fine master in just a few minutes. You know what? And I'll turn you on online. We will unplug here so you guys can talk, because there's enough people you guys can just maybe have a conversation online. All right, enjoy. Yes, clap.
Can everybody hear me?
Oh.
Yeah, I can online.
I'm looking for Jeannie Schlinkman. I want to see whether the people online can get a backstory on the Mean Gene tag. I don't see her here though.
Anyway, so you guys online can just talk. I'm going to mute this, and we can't hear you. So just so you know, until I come back.
Jean had a serious pickleball game to get to.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Does anybody know?
Wendy, how were your holidays? How's everybody's holidays here?
They were great. We stuck around here. We did not go to Michigan to see my family. We stayed here and hung out with Joe's family Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So it was pretty laid back. My daughter was home from college and, pretty chill, which was awesome. Well needed. I took 2 weeks off of work and just settled in. It was great.
We had our oldest and youngest came in for, we were able to spend 3 days with them, Christmas Eve till the day after. So that was nice.
Nice.
That was nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Once they go away, it's not easy for them to come back and stay home too long.
No, I'll tell you that. That's right. How about you, Pat? Did you go out to California or
we were out in California early in December, but pretty much a fairly quiet family Christmas here.
Yeah, let's look. Maybe Gary had a livelier with all the kids.
No, we stayed home. We hosted. Went out to DeKalb for my wife's family, and the girls have been pretty low key, staying at home. Sports are on a pause. So I had my two youngest come here and work for me for a couple of days, getting some mailings out. So that was fun to have them at the office, but otherwise pretty low key.
I remember my dad doing that with me 50 years ago.
Me too.
Yeah.
Did they negotiate pay with you, Gare?
They did. They did.
Nice.
But the main thing was they came here, worked for 2 hours, and then they took my car. So that was kind of their motivation was to, all right, we'll help you till about lunchtime, and then we're going to take your car the rest of the day. So
sounds about right.
That's all right.
So John Zelke, can you hear me?
Yes, I can now. Yes.
So I had the pleasure of meeting the captain of, I think it was the 1996 Schaumburg football team. Went downstate. Good guy. He's a good guy. That was it. But that was Sarasani, was he the coach then?
Yes,
John?
he was. Yes, Tom was. Yes.
Yeah. And forgive me, I think he's the one that passed away, right?
Tom did pass away. Yes, 2 years ago.
Yeah. Jason lives in Texas, but just obviously fond memories. To be captain of a football team that goes downstate, it was awesome.
He was Jason. I know who you're talking about. I'll think of his last name in a minute. Hendricks or something like that.
Olson, Schlade. So it just was his mother. His mother passed away, so that's why he. Yeah, great guy. So.
Yes. Oh yes, he is. He had a severe and profound handicapped brother also, who he took care of all the time, and he would bring him into the locker room, and then he would go out with him after the end of the games, and the teammates would join him. They'd go out for pizza or whatever it was, or go to their house and just spend time with him. So yeah, he was a wonderful young man. And he went to Northern Illinois, and he played linebacker at Northern Illinois. Had a tremendous year out there, or 2 years, and then he hurt his back, so he was sidelined. Stayed with the team, but he didn't play the 2 years because of IR. He was on injured reserve, but just a great kid. Yes. Yeah. I'll think of his last name in a moment. Yep. Yeah. Tremendous young man. He's the one who actually took us to the state championship game. We played Lincoln Way at Schaumburg High School in the semifinals, and he scored 3 touchdowns for us that day.
Okay.
Yes. Jason Hawkins. Is that the name?
No, it's Jason Schley. So I thought he said they only made it to the Sweet 16. They made it so it may have been a couple of years. Were there a couple of years that Schaumburg went downstate or what?
Yes. Yeah, we went down 2 years. Yes.
So it may have been the other year.
We were in the state playoffs, so it might have been one of the games that we lost to Downers Grove South, or we lost to Elmhurst York.
I think it may have been the Downers Grove South. I forget, but that was. But even so, you just the great memories. I think that was the first time that they may have made it down that far. I'm not sure.
It was, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was the first year we went.
Yeah.
Tremendous athletic programs we had over there at Schaumburg High School. Thank you for acknowledging that you met that young man. And if you ever do meet kids, tell them that I said hello.
I will. In fact, I mentioned you, John. So yeah, he definitely remembered you. That's certainly Coach Sarasani.
Yes.
And so yeah, he's just they have some. When you're active in varsity sports, you got great memories of high school. And if you're active, like even in college, whether it be sports or activities or organizations, that's the way to. Everybody wraps their arms around you and brings you in then. So
Bill, I have found out that even kids who have gone and played in college, most of their conversations when they come back are remembering the high school years.
Yeah.
There was such a time of maturing for these young men and young women that the memories are just everlasting. No matter what else happened in their life, those high school days are just the glory days that they remember.
Yep.
And then, they go from the glory days, they go to their families. So it's wonderful to be with these kids.
Yep.
I have to say that there were quite a few athletes during the whole COVID time period that would come and ring my doorbell and leave packages out on the white table I had outside, because I closed my house off to everybody. And their wives, or they would bring me cookies or groceries or whatever else was necessary or thought that I needed, whether I needed it or not. They came and we'd have conversations through the glass door. So it was absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
To have those kids do that. And they stay in touch with me now. I got over 71 Christmas cards from former athletes this year.
Oh, is that neat?
Wow.
So
Holy cow.
that has to say something that I had a little bit of an attachment to these kids.
Yep.
Yeah, for 35 years, it must have been, I must have been somewhat significant. I'm not blowing smoke, but it's really, really nice that they have remembered me all these years.
Sure it warms your heart. So,
yes.
Holly, how about you? How's your holidays? How were your
It
holidays?
was nice. It was nice. Yeah, having my boys here was great. Yeah. Then we went to Ohio for a couple days, came back, had a local neighborhood friend who always does a New Year's Eve party, did it. We all tested that day. And we tested the day of Christmas Eve too. My brother and his family come over and we all want to protect my mom in particular. So we all had to show a negative test. My son, Sean at Cornell is like militant, I'm sure your daughter probably is too.
So Cornell just went, they went remote again for the whole school, but I'm following that. Now the grad students get to come in, I think, so your son, my daughter get access to the school. But,
I'm not sure like what their teaching schedule is like, because they teach both like PhD and grad school level stuff. So I don't know. They both hate the remote thing, of course.
Yeah.
Because it's double work. It's not just one or the other.
Yeah, you got that just from Harper. I see this. The teachers, the ones I talk to, these are like you increase your workload by 50%. You got a blended classrooms. Okay, these ones are online. These ones are in person. It's like this Rotary Club, like Weston Tom. What they did it, what they're doing this year. This is a huge undertaking to put them both together. So absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
How about you, Mr. Kelly?
Oh, so Michelle came in from New York for a few days, and Monica. So we picked them both up Christmas Eve, one in the morning, one at night. And Billy, he's in Chicago. He was here, so we spent Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and then the day after Christmas, we went up to. We all went up. A bunch of my extended family went up to visit my brother John's daughter. She has a big, beautiful home in Madison, Wisconsin. So we went up there. So that was nice that we. I'm trying to think whether Christmas Day, I thought we went out and saw my mom for a little bit, maybe for dessert. So my mom and my brother, but like low key, like everything else, that you with the and like everything else, half the family had to cancel at the last minute because of COVID tests. So so that's
crazy.
Yeah. Just before the meeting, I was trying to scramble to get on. I was trying to get at YouTube, but I was listening to the NPR. They said ICUs in Chicago are 90% full right now, and they're intended to.
I have a high school classmate just died last week.
Really?
Yeah, from COVID. 62 years old. Yeah, he was not vaccinated. He was anti-vax.
Wow. So,
all right, everybody online.
Yeah. Hello.
Yep.
Hi there, everybody online.
Oh, hi, Tom.
We're going to be plugging you back in.
Okay, Tom.
Here in a second.
Thanks
so
for the close-up.
Be ready.
Hey, before we jump back in, do you guys know, is there a board meeting on the 21st, Gary, or anyone else on the board?
I should know that, Gary. Let's see, I'm the board member here.
Whoops.
And Tom would
okay,
know.
everybody online, let's bring it back to normal here. Bring us back. All right.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is there a board meeting on the 21st in the morning before the meeting?
That is the third Friday of the month, and yes.
Okay. So for those of the.
Yes, Wendy has an announcement for those of you who are new and have one or two more things in order to get your blue badge. Wendy, tell us about the board meeting.
Yep, there's a board meeting on Friday, January 21st, I think at 10:30 a.m. before the noon meeting. I plan to be there, so any other newbies trying to check that off your list to get to the blue badge, please join me.
Thanks,
Very cool. Very good. Everyone says thank you, Wendy, in case you didn't hear it. Okay, if we can have everybody online mute themselves so I don't have to. I would like to bring up for the next half an hour for your, no, maybe not that, just for a short time, then we'll all go back to talking. Ladies and gentlemen, funny and frolicking and skipping his way up here. Let's see if that actually happens. There we go. Okay.
Thank you, President Tom. Happy New Year, everybody. I would like to have a couple bag people up here, if possible, to stand up to collect the money.
I'm up.
Okay,
I'm rolling.
Julie, you're eating. Why don't you have Don Miner do it, just sitting there with his arms crossed, not paying any attention. So the first fine is going to be, of course, is it the truth? And if you made a New Year's resolution, raise your hand. If you broke your New Year's resolution already, break your hand. Raise your hand. Break your hand. Raise your hand. So if you have a New Year's resolution and you already broke it, that'll be $2. If you did not have a New Year's resolution, why not? So that'll be $3. Somebody mentioned today that we have an event on March 12th called the Classic. It's a new event that our club is putting together. And Rosemary and Gail are working very hard trying to keep track of all the ticket sales. So if you have not turned in any tickets, if you've not sold any tickets yet to the Classic, that'll be $3. And as you, those members who've been in the club more than a week, you know that that fine will go up. If you don't have your badge, that'll be $2. If you don't have your PIN, that'll be $2. And if you were late, like Julie Clark was late, that'll be $2. And Bill Landwehr, you know, we feel really bad for Mimi. We hope she's doing well. Bill, Earth to Bill. We hope Mimi's doing well, but you know, the way you intimated she got hurt, come on. That's dreaming. So while he's giving you money, then take another $5 from him. The table over here, you know, it's a very exclusive table, as you can see, because everybody there's wearing blue. So each of you, since you're excluding people who aren't wearing blue at your table, that'll be $2 each. Bob Fleischer, you have your checkbook. So Bob did not exactly tell the truth. Well, this time it was about the donating $10,000.
What?
Yeah, I know. So Bob,
I was trying to get a rise on you.
well, and you are. So why don't you give Don $5 for your disingenuous statement? Right. If you did not reach out to Eileen and Dennis O'Connell since the last meeting, that'll be $2. And if you have not received a Rotary Club of Schaumburg Hoffman, if you're not wearing a Rotary Club of Schaumburg Hoffman Estates sweater such as I have that my wife gave me for Hanukkah, that'll be $5. You should all be ashamed of yourselves because your spouse or significant other didn't buy you a sweater also. So if you don't have a, Julia, it wasn't that fun. That's what happens when you're past district governor, right? Since you had, I have a question. And this is really for Mike Erickson. Since you have all these, you're past district governor, right? And Mike Erickson was past district governor, right? And you have all this Rotary stuff at home, right? How come Mike wears the same things all the time to Rotary, to our meetings? It's the same tie all the time.
No, I have a dozen ties. This one is the Melbourne. I thought it was good to bring the Melbourne.
Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah. it's great that you're bringing the Melbourne tie. You wore that in the last 7 meetings, Mike. So that'll be $2 for you wearing the 7 meeting. So if you have not turned in your choice of apparel that you want to have to Rosemary, either online or in person today, that'll be $2. And Jean, I love your happy dollars every week. Keep it up. And Linda, I'm going to find you $2 because you brought Jean into the fold. So you'll pay the $2 for him. And if I haven't found anybody here, if you don't have a guest at your table, shame on you. So we have all these guests today, and all our guests are at one table or 2 tables. So if you don't have the other guest left. So no, he's not. I don't see. He's really small because I don't see him. So if you don't have a guest sitting at your table right now, that'll be $2. Glenn, Barry, Mike, Glenn, you heard that? You have to be sitting at your table, right? So Don, you have to go run over that table to collect their fines because they don't have a guest sitting at their table. And if you did not hurt your shoulder over the holiday season, that'll be $2. And if you did hurt your shoulder, that'll be $5. So everybody, stay safe, stay warm, and enjoy this beautiful weather we're having.
Oh, wait. Oh, that's insane.
No, there's one other thing. I want to follow up with something Lorraine was saying that it's echoing, Tom. Is that cool? Each of these bags for the women veterans is $150 each. So if you're interested in making a contribution, Lorraine left some things on the table where Don Miner was standing. You can pick it up. I donate to it every year. It's a great cause. We have to support these veterans. So they supported us, and we should support them. So everybody have a great day. Okay. Well, our presenter today was to be Marty Jalove. I actually introduced him to the club to be a presenter, so I get to kick his butt later on. But he was going to speak on happiness. He is a happiness coach. But I think we've had a very happy day. This is our first meeting of the year. New Year's resolutions are flying high right now. I'm feeling pretty good. It's a little cold in my office because it's in the basement, but it's enjoyable. So why don't we just we'll close out the meeting, and then everybody can talk and finish your dessert and have some coffee and stick around or leave or something. And then next week, let me tell you, you think this is good. We're talking about New Year's resolutions. Next week, another presenter that I recommended to the club, so I will make sure that she's coming. Leah Siddell, she is a fitness trainer, and her focus is with the older crowd. So I immediately thought of us. And a couple people, and specifically, in particular, I'm not looking anywhere. I'm looking this beautiful. No, it's all you. This whole table is going to be featured next week. She's just going to talk about different exercises that anybody can do to keep themselves active. So, if we can all rise. And let's see. Who have I picked on? You know what, Anastasia, would you lead us in the 4-way test?
First,
is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Then I had a beautiful something I stole off online, and it just says, start with Rotary and all good things happen. That's my quote of the week. Have a great week. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, Matt. Hey, Tom, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Val.
If you could maybe send a reminder, maybe you already have, of the Happy Dollars and the find master links. I couldn't find it on my phone.
I will put it in the chat. I'll leave the online open. Guys, stick around.
Wednesday email every week.
From
Wednesday
Tom
email.
Ghost, Pat, is that, or does that come from you?
Comes from me.
That's why I don't, okay, that's why I couldn't find it. Thanks, going.
Bye, everybody. Have a good week.
Have a good week, online folks.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Nice meeting, Tom.
Yeah, Tom, good meeting. The pet's already gone, right? Okay. All righty. Everybody have an awesome, well, there you go, Tom. Thank you, Tom. All righty. John, have a great week. Tom, you too.
Bye, Bill. Yeah, you too. Best of health and happiness to everybody.
Bill, did you get it figured out, Bill?
I'm entering it right now, and I don't know where. Let's see. Yes, yeah, John. I was up in the process. I think I just.
You should be able just to click on both things and pay for them.
3, 5, 4, 6.
Do you have any relationship with Natalie Martinez? Just on my Facebook.
So here's my it's just a minor. I love Sarah to death, but I really get
why don't I do this? Because I probably need it for promotion and stuff. I will talk to Sarah, the contact up to that point, and then I will work with people in the club to meet her, whatever you call
No, I get it. But all of a sudden she had a team. I'll tell you, last year there was 3 people. And so now all of a sudden she has 14 people. That tells me that. And I saw that on the other side of it. It should be Harvey.
Good point. I'll talk to her.
Yeah. So these were getting decided. I think Sarah wants to because she wants to go to the
Well, yeah,
I think she can.
yeah, definitely. It's not as this.
I don't want us to the foot in the door there. Have to go through Sarah.
No, I got it. So that's what I'll do is I'll contact Natalie directly after I talk with Sarah, because I need her to kind of do the, hi, I'm looking forward to it, and then send me that stuff. Oh yeah, she does it already. So I need her for that, and then we'll come up with a handler for that day, because that's a great idea. That's exactly what she needs.
Yeah, she needs somebody that can usher her around and have it stuck in there.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
All right, good.
So I also brought a huge box of tickets here,
What kind of ticket?
like 50/50 raffle tickets.
Oh, yeah,
And I
there's
brought the light up.
Well,
Do you need any tickets?
we're doing the wheel now.
Tom, mission accomplished.
All right, good
Thank you.
deal. I'm closing up shop here. Bye-bye.
Okay, thanks, Tom.